Welcome to Real Quick Vape Reviews, where I tell you what you need to know with no BS added. My name is Izzy, and today we're taking a look at a $25 40-watt mod. This is the Kanger Kbox. Kanger, well known for their quality clearmizers and devices, have recently released their new line of sub-ohm tanks, and with it comes the matching device. This is the Kanger Kbox, a simply designed 40-watt regulated mod that pairs perfectly with the oddly sized 25mm sub-tanks, and all for an extremely low price point. I received this from efun.top. On their site it's going for $22.20. You heard that right, $22.20. That's dirt cheap, and for a 40-watt regulated device nonetheless. So for the price of a Kanger sub-tank, you can pick up a mod that was made for it for even cheaper. Just wild. The Kbox comes in the usual sleek Kanger box, and inside you get the mod, a certificate of authenticity, and the manual. The Kbox is made of an aluminum chassis that fits snugly in the palm of your hand. The aluminum is smooth and resembles the back of an iPad. It's pretty scratch resistant. After a week or two of use, there is no noticeable damage. On the side is the cool Kanger logo cutout that also acts as a battery vent. The round part is 25mm, so it matches perfectly with the 25mm sub-tank and sub-tank plus, but it looks a little odd with 22mm atomizers. The rounded side of the device makes holding it very comfortable. I just wish it was made with a brushed stainless steel like the sub-tanks. The two-toned gray design fits, but doesn't match perfectly, and since these two were made to go together, I would have expected that, but overall the design is nice. Up top we have the Kbox engraving and the spring-loaded 510. Around the 510 are air slots to ensure proper airflow, and the auto-adjusting stainless steel 510 works pretty well, sitting all atomizers flush and thread stripping isn't a problem. Down below we have the battery compartment. On the cover is some faint info engravings, and you unscrew the cover to unveil the 18650 compartment. Like I said before, you're gonna have to pick up your own 20A 18650, which isn't hard to find. For aluminum threads, the threading is pretty good, albeit a little squeaky, but they're not horrible. One thing I hate is screwing the cover back on. The cover uses a spring to make connection. Pushing down that spring while trying to screw it in is a pain in the ass. And because you have to charge the battery externally, you have to do this a lot. On the side is the clicky fire button, and the wattage adjustment button. Yeah, no screen. Weird, right? But it works fine without one. To adjust your wattage, just click the button and it will adjust up from 8 watts all the way up to 40 watts in 5-watt increments. And you can see what wattage you're at by the LED indicator. To the left of the wattage indicators is the battery level indicator. When it's fully lit, you're fully charged. When it's at wet LED, you might want to charge it. Usual 5 clicks to turn on and off applies as well. The only thing you can't see that you can on other mods is the ohms of your atomizer. Since it was made to accommodate sub-tanks that already have ohms listed, I'll let it slide. Just don't expect to see your rebuildables readout using this. Battery life on this is pretty good. Using an LG HE2 at 20 watts with a 0.5 ohm sub-tank head, it lasted me about 3 days of average vaping, which is pretty good. Performance off of this is great too. When you want it to fire, it fires, if it's at 0.4 ohms or above, which sucks because all my rebuildables usually float around 0.3 ohms. So if you're into using super sub-ohm coils, definitely not for you. It's more of an intermediate device, but for an all-day carry, it does the job. The Kbox also offers a lot of safety features, such as a heat dissipation vent, overcurrent and short circuit protection, and reverse battery protection. Overall, the Kbox is a great intermediate device, with a solid, sleek and comfortable design, easy to use wattage adjustment, clicky tactile button, good battery life, 40-watt max, auto-adjusting 510, and insanely cheap price point. But the weird 25mm width, finicky battery cover, and the 0.4 ohm minimum, it might not be for you advanced users. A 4.2 out of 5. A well-recommended intermediate device. Once again, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more. My name is Izzy, and this was a Real Quick Vape Review. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. The links will be on the side and down below. And if you haven't, go check out REALQUICK.MEDIA. Shoots.